quiet of night, I whispered my plea, holding her close, hoping for her decree.
Rope slides through calloused fingers, a plank settles, and a small barefoot steps out. Soft wood, a little bounce. Then a bright laugh that says, "I've crossed this 100 times." Quiet stones, loud stories. Today, we walk the crossings that stitch villages to markets, schools to rice fields, and neighbors to one another.
You're listening to Ancient Echoes, KHS. I'm Samnong Bradley, and on this episode, we meet the people who build and mend footbridges, bamboo lashings and timber planks that appear every rainy season and keep daily life moving. I promise you a hands-on portrait of the makers, a few community negotiations, and practical, respectful guidance for listeners who may visit or record. Walk the temples with me. Today, we walk little bridges too.
And I'm Sovin Linda. I'll be helping unpack the forms, the seasons, and the ways communities decide whose path comes first. We'll keep things ethical and careful. No GPS, no building instructions, and always, always consent when we record people. Those details are in the show notes.
Context corner, briefly. The most common crossings we heard about are simple. Bamboo bindings stretched between pilings, short timber spans resting on seasonal posts, or sewn mats across low, muddy stretches.
The layers matter. Repair cycles are often communal labor, work parties after harvest, neighborhood agreements about maintenance, and young apprentices learning from elders. We list sources and local partners in the notes. Technical questions about load-bearing or detailed repair are best directed to accredited civil service partners, not this episode.
I want to take you now to the workshop where I first met Mr. Chan. He's a bridge builder known across 2 communes. He sat on a low stool, a length of bamboo between his knees, and timed his cuts to the calendar more than the clock. He told me, smiling, that he prays to the river before he begins work. That sounds poetic, but he meant it. The river decides the hand's rhythm.
Tell me about his apprentices. How do they learn? Was it formal or more like watching and doing?
Mr. Chan laughed, a small, proud sound, and said apprentices learn with their feet first. How to feel a plank's flex, the give of an old lashing, when a nail will hold and when it won't. He showed me a boy of 12 carefully knotting a lashing while an elder corrected his hands. On record, the builder said, "I teach them patience, because a rushed crossing is a dangerous crossing." He also asked that we record his voice and pay him for his time. We honored that request.
The way you describe it, the technical is woven with social practice. The cuts and knots are also teachings. That's the anthropological sense of infrastructure. Not just wood and rope, but a way people pass knowledge between generations.
Exactly. Mr. Chan refuses to give precise measurements to outsiders. He said, with a wink, that a bridge is judged in the way children run across it, and elders still prefer the safer side. He explained materials in broad strokes, why bamboo is used for short-term spans, and why certain hardwoods are reserved for our longer pilings. We do not publish village coordinates or step-by-step fixes. The respect and safety of these communities comes first.
A few kilometers away, I sat in a commune hall while neighbors argued gently about which path to repair this season. A vendor said the market route must be fixed first. Her livelihood depends on the crossing. An elder said the path to the cemetery is essential for funerary rites and must be safe for processions. They used a gentle, pragmatic negotiation. Who has the labor? Who can donate materials? And when the rains will allow safe work.
At that meeting, a mother raised her hand and described how she times her child's school route around a narrow plank that shifts after heavy rain. She described teaching her daughter to cross with a shoulder-length stick for balance and to always wait for the neighbor who walks slower. Her voice quieted as she spoke of safety. There was nothing melodramatic, only the steady care of a parent mapping risk into daily practice.
Those small practices, teaching a child to step in the same place, passing on who holds the railing, are as much maintenance as nailing a plank. They distribute responsibility. In some places, we heard about informal funds, a rice sack collection after harvest to buy new lashings. I should note, as we did in the field, that any listener wanting to help should follow community channels. We list vetted repair cooperatives in the notes.
Now, let the place breathe for a moment. Imagine a river breathing beneath a woven mat, feet tapping in a market rhythm, a child's call in the distance. That sound is not an ornament. It is the argument for why these bridges matter. Hold that for a beat. We'll pause for the ambient interlude here. Listen for the current, the footfalls, the barter calls that make a crossing feel like a town square. Ambient field recordings play.
Back from the soundscape, I want to bring in 2 short quoted voices we recorded with consent. A local official said, "Bridges are how a village measures dignity," speaking plainly about access to school and market. An elder added, "When the bridge is strong, the family is stronger." Those lines stitched together, practical access and intangible belonging.
Access shapes attendance. Teachers told us that when bridge repair is delayed, school dropouts spike during floods because a daily crossing becomes dangerous or impossibly long. Vendors miss market days, and funerary processions reroute into longer journeys. So a plank fixed on time is not a small thing. It's work that preserves routines, income, and ritual life.
There's also equity in the decisions. Which path gets materials first can reveal underlying social priorities. Our time in the commune showed negotiated compromise. Sometimes wealthier households contribute funds. Sometimes labor is pooled. Those negotiations are important to witness respectfully, and we avoided naming or exposing vulnerable individuals in our reporting.
Practical takeaway and travel tips, brief and vetted. If you visit, always ask permission before crossing a local footbridge or recording people. Approach neighbors calmly, explain who you are and how you will use audio or photos, and accept refusal gracefully. For children and elders, obtain guardian consent and offer compensation for time. Do not attempt repairs yourself. That can be dangerous and can unsettle local labor economies. Instead, support vetted cooperatives listed in our show notes or donate through established local partners.
If you want to record place sound, bring a local liaison or translator, record verbal consent at the start of the session, and share the resulting clips with participants. We paid all our contributors and included release forms where possible. Supporting maintenance funds, craft cooperatives, or youth apprenticeship programs helps keep these practices alive without turning people into unpaid scenery.
A final reflection. Crossings are small pieces of engineering, yes, but they are practices of care. When a neighbor tightens a lashing, when a child learns to step in the right place, when a market vendor can bring her vegetables to town, those are acts that say, you belong here. The bridges keep life moving, and in that motion, you can hear a community's choices echo.
Thank you to the bridge builders, the mothers, the vendors, and the commune teams who shared their time. We worked with them to ensure consent, anonymization on request, and fair compensation. If you want to help, check our show notes for vetted repair cooperatives and community funds. Support through established channels, not by attempting uninvited visits.
If today's episode taught you one thing, I hope it's this. Infrastructure is also a language of care. Walk gently when you visit, ask before you record, and let communities lead the way. Subscribe to Ancient Echoes KH for more stories carved in stone and woven from daily life. Quiet stones, loud stories.
We'll include links in the episode notes to partner organizations, to our field methodology, and to the contact points for mediated visits. Thank you for listening. Take care on your crossings, whether they are made of bamboo, plank, or memory.
Oh, shining diamond, flawless and red, you stand so quiet, soft in the air. I dared not rush you, feared you'd flee. Your heart too pure to belong to me. If you turn away, I reach and bind, press my hand, still body and mind. Your brows I trace, your breath I steal. This mark I place is dark and real. From this moment break and fall, hear the spell, obey the call. False love born from sacred lies, second one whispers through closed eyes. Follow me, don't fight, don't run, your soul is caught, my work is done. Empty will your light undone, under spell, under Sigmund. Crystal beauty, diamond bright, caught between shadow, charm and night. Time won't save you, truth won't last. This vow is carved, the line is cast. My words are smoke, my touch is fire. I bend your heart to dark desire.